Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I am going to do a video of Luvern, Alabama. Now, Luvern, Alabama is located in southern Alabama. It is in Crenshaw County. In Luvern, Alabama, there's a lot of... Luvern, Alabama is within a couple of hours of many of your beaches in the panhandle of Florida. In fact, this is the city, like the road I'm driving on right now, which is Route 10, is Alabama 10. This is the main road that people drive through whenever they're coming from Montgomery and maybe they're wanting to go somewhere to the beaches in Florida, or people that might be coming from the further south and maybe they're wanting to travel somewhere north of here. This is the main road that many people drive through if they're not driving on Interstate 65. Now, Laverne does have the population here in Laverne is a little under 3,000 people, and the population is not growing. It is shrinking, but it's not shrinking by much. I would say for the most part, the population here in Laverne is basically at a standstill. It's not growing, and it's only shrinking by 1.6% the last time I looked up Laverne. Now, right now, there's a few houses that are for sale here in Laverne. Now, the cheapest house you're going to find in Laverne is going to run you $144,000 at this particular point. Now, I will say I have spent a little bit of time here in Laverne, and I can say that this is a relatively quiet, low-key town. And this town also has the nickname, the friendliest city in the South, which, I guess whatever one might consider friendly, I'll just leave it like that. Now, me personally, I don't consider this town friendly. People here aren't mean or nothing like that. It's just that here in Alabama, and also throughout the South, I've been in towns and cities to where the people were more friendlier than they are here in Laverne. But that's not to say that Laverne's not a bad place. Laverne is not a bad place. If you're looking for a quiet, low-key place to live here in southern Alabama that is relatively affordable, this is a place to move to. It would definitely be worth your while coming down here and checking it out. Now, this town, you do have a couple of grocery stores. You do have a Dollar General. You also have a Family Dollar. This town has a few amenities. Not many, but it does have a few. I would say for a town this small, the amenities in this town are okay. Like I said, this is not a bad place to live at all. It really isn't. Crime here is fairly low. Low-key place. People here, for the most part, tend to stay to themselves. So if you're living in community that's crime ridden and you're looking to escape that type of an environment, but you still want to stay living down here in Alabama, this is definitely one of the cities or towns that you might want to consider looking at. Okay, we're going to take another way here. I just wanted to drive you guys through this place real quick so you guys saw at least one of the stores that's here in Laverne. There's also a fitness center for those of you that work out, and right in front of me here you got the Laverne police station. Now the part of Laverne I'm going to drive you guys through, this part right here, is going to be the poor section of the city. Now I never heard anything bad happening in this neighborhood. This is just simply the poor section of the city. And I'm gonna have to kind of, skip around a little bit because I want you guys to see different sections of the city here. I mean, it's gonna be, the sun is supposed to set in a half hour or so, so I'm just going to skip around a little bit, just give you guys a glimpse of a few of these areas. And I believe this camera only goes for 20 some minutes. So that's another reason why I gotta kind of, I can't fool around too much. If I fool around here too much, then this is gonna be a 2 video type of deal, which I rather put everything on 1 video because this city is only, this town is only 3,000, there's less than 3,000 people. So I'm gonna try to get everything on 1 video here. And I honestly haven't heard anything negative happening even in the projects here. Now anyone that knows Laverne or you live in Laverne and you're watching this video, feel free to leave a comment below and tell us what you know about Laverne, whether it be good or bad. And I will say that this town does have a fair amount of restaurants. You got a McDonald's, you got a Subway, you got Jack's, which is a hamburger fast food chain, mainly Jack's. Mainly if you come here to the Deep South, you're gonna find Jack's almost anywhere you go, in any of your southern, in any of your, at least here in Alabama, almost any city and many towns you go through, you're gonna run into a Jack's. So yeah, this town does have a fair amount of restaurants, and there's a chicken place that's here in Laverne. Now, for the life of me, I cannot think what the place is called. I even went there when I first came here to Alabama. I went there and had a meal, and I gotta say it was pretty good. But I can't think for the life of me what that place was called. I want to say it was called Shack's Chicken, but that doesn't sound right though. So again, anyone who's watching this video that knows Laverne and you have an idea of what I'm talking about, leave a comment below. But this chicken place, which I can't think of what the place is called, is here in Luvern, Alabama. So if you go online and you look and you type in chicken restaurants, the place I'm talking about is going to come up. It's going to be the only place that specializes in chicken here in Luvern, Alabama. I wish I can think of what the place is called, but I can't think of it. So my apologies. And the chicken place I'm talking about is right by the downtown area here in Laverne. In fact, I'm gonna drive that way, and hopefully the sun doesn't get into my camera lenses too bad. If it does, I can't help it. My apologies. And there's also a gas station, which is right outside the city of Laverne here. Like if you go on 10, like if I were to stay on 10 and keep going straight, there's gonna be a gas station right on this road that serves a decent lunch. Now they serve breakfast, and their breakfast, in my opinion, it's okay. It's not the best, but they do serve a decent lunch, and they do have decent desserts as well. So it's going to be located at this gas station, which is right up the street if I were to continue to go straight here on 10 West. So if you come around here, try to remember that. If you're looking for somewhere real fast and quick to eat to where you're not going to have to pay an arm and a leg, those are a couple of places that I can think of where you can go and eat and you'll have a good meal. Chicken Shack. That's the place I was talking about. The place I'm talking about is called the Chicken Shack. So if you want some good chicken, go to the Chicken Shack. It's called the Chicken Shack. And here is the city park. Whenever they have a baseball game here, this is where they play. This is the city park here. They got a nice paved walking trail around here. So if you want to come here, take a walk, just relax, blow off a little bit of stress, this is a good little place to come and do that. They got a baseball stadium. They got a basketball court. They got a tennis court. All the basic. They got a playground for the children. There's your walking trail. Basically, all the basic amenities that one would expect at a park is all right here. It's not anything fancy, it's nothing special, it's nothing big. It's just a small, straight to the point city park. Now, right across the street here, if you're looking for a hotel to stay in for the night or for several nights, and you're looking for something that's low price and you don't want to have to pay a lot of money, the hotels right across the street, St. Charles Motel. I mean, I've stayed there several times and it's a fairly decent place to stay. There's nothing fancy, nothing special about the place. Here they are. Nothing special, nothing fancy. It's just basic housing. Now, when I was here, he was charging $65 a night. And if I can remember correctly, it was $385 a week, if I can remember correctly. You got an AutoZone. And if I keep going straight, you will also, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a grocery store. Here's the other grocery store. Now, out of the two grocery stores that are here in this town, if you're gonna go to a grocery store here in Laverne, this is a store to go to. This is the better of the two. Now, if you're looking for a grocery store that's a little bigger, like if you prefer to go